When I'm with my family members, my friends, everybody's just on the phone, scrolling. It gives you these feelings of satisfaction, like you were doing something, like a lot of dopamine. And I'm just like, it's getting out of hand. We are in a pandemic bigger than COVID-19, a pandemic that's just going around and people aren't able to really hone it and see it. It's just right before us, but for some reason, everybody's just carrying on like it's not happening. We live in a time where our senses are drastically seduced. And that is having a catastrophic impact on our lives, our purposes, our productivity. Before we get into it, my name is Belle Sa'abo Ame of Belle Sa'abo Consultants. And I love all things productivity, wellness, storytelling, and I'm just here to share my thoughts with people who are like-minded and who go through similar journeys as the ones that I go through so that we just walk this journey of life together. Guys, the last video that I did was on vision, and I was just simply talking about what happens when your vision becomes unclear. And a friend of mine who watched the video was like, yo, one of the things that makes my vision cluttered or foggy is how I'm constantly consuming, that I don't have time to create. I'm constantly engorged in other people's realities. That just creates a haze about my own reality. And then I just started observing, like when I'm with my family members, my friends, everybody's just on the phone, scrolling, watching stories. And I make fun of my close person and I'm just like, don't become a Mr. Story Watcher. Like, it's just so off-putting. And they're like, you know what? I get the news from the stories. I get to know what's happening in the world from people's stories. Like, that's my form of TV. And I'm just like, it's getting out of hand. Because 1 hour passes, 2 hours passes, 3 hours passes, and you're just scrolling, watching videos on TikTok. And what that does is that it gives you these feelings of satisfaction, like you were doing something, like a lot of dopamine inside your system. And then it becomes a habit where every day you do that. And because you've got that dopamine, you get your dopamine hit of the day. And then you just go about your life without actually partaking in your own personal life and creating things. But that's not even the issue. The issue that I have with that and why I'm doing this video today is because I'm realizing that social media is sort of like, it's in a mass production of people who are the same. Like everybody's getting a BBL, everybody's a content creator, everybody is like, we're just all doing the same things. We're all wearing wigs, we're all doing makeup the same way, we're all starting to look alike, have the same body shape. It's just like humanity is losing its diversity because of how socialized we are on social media. And beyond losing that diversity, what's happening is that people are unable to be present in their realities and their dreams and their purposes. So you would see a friend of yours who's like married, having a baby, doing motherly stuff, motherly content and whatnot. And then now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I want to have a baby, I want to get married. But you've never really investigated yourself and your thoughts and your ideologies and the type of life that you want to live and really define that. And because you haven't defined that, or you've just blurrily defined it and you're not so clear, that your senses are seduced when you see somebody on TikTok doing content with their family. It's like, oh my God, I want a husband like that. I want a baby like that. You see somebody who's like a globetrotter traveling the world. Oh my God, I want to do that. I want to do that. You see somebody starting that business. Oh my God, I want to do that. And then you just have all these feelings of envy, jealousy, these low vibrational feelings of, oh my God, my life is not adequate enough. Oh, I'm not achieving enough. Oh, this person is achieving this. Stop. Like, just stop it. It's high time that we're just really observant of these little habits. We're constantly observing ourselves to see how we're losing time, how our thoughts and our feelings go by unnoticed. And you know, it's funny because I recently didn't have internet and I was just in the house by myself. And for some reason, I was able to hear certain thoughts, hear ideas. Like I came up with a really brilliant idea that, believe you me, if I had internet, I wouldn't have thought of that idea and thought about executing it because I would be too busy scrolling on social media, on YouTube, watching podcast videos on manifestations and spiritual what, and getting my dopamine hit. Moral of the story in this video: limit your time on social media. Limit your indulgence of other people's realities. If you have that friend who comes and says, oh my God, you know what happened with my day? I went through, like, just halt it. Be like, friend, I don't have the mental space to consume your reality because my mind is too cluttered and I'm trying to declutter it and really have clarity about what is my reality, because we live in a world where the pandemic is our senses are constantly seduced. If it's not music being released, it's movies. Your eyes are engaged. It's food, it's perfumes, it's scents. It's like your senses are just always getting information from the external world. Like constantly engaged in the external world that you don't even have time for your internal world and really having a sense of knowing who you are, a sense of what your voice is and what does your voice say, a sense of what are your energetical motions, your emotions, and what are they communicating about your state of mind, your state of heart. So all in all, I know it's going to be hard, but I challenge you. I challenge you to a digital fast. I challenge you to a Wi-Fi fast. And I challenge you even more to create and to really be present in your reality and your purpose and the things that you want to achieve. And I'm not just speaking to you, I'm also speaking to myself. Like I said, I've been seduced by Wi-Fi and watching other things that I'm getting ideas. And I record these videos for you and also for myself. Let's walk this journey of becoming, purpose, entrepreneurship, wellness, productivity together. Let's end the pandemic. Thank you for watching this video. I'd really love to hear your thoughts, your feelings. What do you do to navigate making sure that your conscious mind is not continuously engaged, that you're able to really tap into your subconscious mind and tap into that internal world? Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time.